We're in Columbus, Georgia, and we're here at Standing Boy. We're here for the GoNuts Enduro. This is my first time riding at Standing Boy. It's early on a Saturday morning, and we're here to pre-ride. Hey, thanks for checking out the videos. I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. So we got Carson, Dan, Liz, and Carter, and we're all here pre-riding the course early on a Saturday morning. There's 5 stages to go and work our way through. There are 3 on one side and 2 on the other. And so we make it to each stage and do a little pre-riding. So we were done around lunchtime, and later that afternoon, GoNuts actually had a crit race in downtown Columbus. And I've never done a crit race before, but it was pretty fun, but it was also pretty difficult. So I think Liz and Carter did 6 laps. Me and Carson did 8 laps, and I was pretty gassed by the end. This is my 3rd weekend in a row racing. My legs are a little rubbery. Following along with my last few videos, you know, I don't usually race a lot of XC or Enduros, but I'm trying to build my way back up after an injury. I'm missing the whole downhill season pretty much. So I'm pretty much racing anything I can, even if it's a crit, even if I'm slow. But, you know, staying on the bike, keep the pedals moving forward.
About 32 people that showed up, and then as years progressed, we became more known and spread ourselves all throughout the Southeast. We've done races all up and down the East Coast. We've even went as far as Arkansas, places like that, and done some races. And for those who don't know, we are actually taking GoNuts International next year. That's right, we're going to South America. We're going to be going to Ecuador, Peru, Colombia, and now Chile is on the map. There's also talk of us going to the UK and Australia in 2027, so a lot of big projects for GoNuts, and we're really stoked about it. But anyway, we wanted to bring everything back here for our 10th year anniversary, just to kind of show where we started. Matter of fact, we got CBR right here, the middle school, high school team. That's where we started. That's who I started racing with when it was an adult racing league, and then it transformed over to a middle school, high school. We were telling some stories about that earlier. There you go, everybody. Look at them. Let's make some noise. That's right. That's right. Everybody, let's make some noise for Liz. I was going to call you Carter, but Carson McGinn.
Let's go, Corey.
I was going to be funny, but I'm not. I'm cheesy. I know. Carson McGinn. I used to call him all kinds of names, and he would let me just go with it. Wouldn't you? Awkward silence. Awkward silence. Anyway, Carson. Come on, everybody, let's make some noise for Carson. Yeah, buddy.
We all podiumed in our respective categories, though at the end of the long day, I'd say my favorite part was definitely dinner. Alright, it's race day, so after checking out of the Airbnb early, we made it over to Standing Boy and listened to the pre-ride instructions from Dave, and then we got to pedaling up to stage 1. We would be riding stages 1 through 5 in order. There's no worrying about me going behind.
That's how I feel with Carson. I don't have to give Carson much more than that. Good bit.
So Carson was racing pro and Dan and I were racing elite. On the first stage, I had the GoPro on my stem, which I feel like ultimately was probably the better POV. I don't have my full face on, which usually I'd have my chin mount, which I think gives kind of the best POV perspective, or a chest mount. But since I had my water bag on, I didn't have room for a GoPro. Also, plus it was kind of hot. I didn't really want to have all that stuff. So for laps, or for stages 2 through 5, I ended up just putting the GoPro on top of my helmet, which I don't particularly like that POV vantage point. It tends to look even slower, and just the way, you know, kind of pointing down, you do get a pretty good look at the trail overall. But you know, I think as I looked back at the videos, this was probably the better POV perspective. But you know, it is what it is. If you're interested in looking at each one of the stages on my run, then you can go through the chapters and see stages 1 through 5. And I guess I'll just kind of wrap up this part of the narrative with saying that, you know, this is my 3rd weekend in a row racing. I missed my whole downhill season. I got hurt first lap, first day of the Tennessee National. Didn't get to race downhill at all. I raced an XC race at home, and then I raced the next weekend an XC race over in Jacksonville that are both part of the FSC series. And I was actually going to go to Jared's place to race the Carolina Gravities downhill race, and I started talking to Carson and Dan that they were going to go do this enduro, and I changed my mind at the last second, and then they ended up actually postponing the downhill race. So it kind of worked out perfect, and I might actually get to race 2 downhill races this year. They're going to have one at Jared's place that they're going to reschedule, and then they're doing another one at can't think of the name of the place. It's the place outside of oh gosh, what is the name of that place? Wildside. Yeah. So there's going to be 2 more Carolina Gravity downhill races, and so I'm hoping that I could just continue to stay on the bike. My fitness has definitely improved over the last month and a half, I would say. And you know, Carson and Dan certainly crushed it. I felt pretty good about my times, but yeah, I'm on the bike, I'm pedaling, and this was stage 1, and we got a couple more to go. So I'm not going to really give too much narrative through the different stages. You can pick the video back up at the end if you just want to see kind of the conclusion of everything. But if you want to watch through the different stages, then here they are. I'll see you at the end, or enjoy the POV.
Hour and a half, and the kid's not tired. They can go ride with their parents, and like, it's such an awesome.
Get it.
All right,
Good to go. Thanks.
Get it.
get it.
Friggin' seat is up. I can't put it back, pull it back up because my dropper post is broke. So it's gonna be a little bit of an issue. remember any of these things. I don't know if I can pop off of it or what it is. That was not great. If I can have to kick it up here if we're gonna do anything on this stage. Little trick. An original mountain bike. She's tired. Let's go. There's a bird. I'm not even going that fast. So much different than riding it down a bike. Just crush through this thing. Gotta be a little bit gingerly. I don't know. Which way? Thank you. Thank you. I don't really know if the stage is over. I don't know if I'm still racing, if the stage is over. What? Is this still the course?
I think so.
Is it still on? We're ripping.
Yeah. You're on.
Some good TV right here.
It feels nice, right? I used to do that with him all the time, and it was the same thing. I like in the first corner, I never kept.
Very good. That's a tough one. Oh. Recover. Let's go.
It's like you can, and it's like a boom. I hopped that whole thing.
Yeah.
I was going so fast that I was like, oh, and I just hopped the whole thing.
GoPro, stop recording.
And I was like,
We're on
top of stage 4.
top of stage 4. Some good TV right here.
all right, we're coming. Cinderbud.
Oh, look at that guy. Look at that guy.
Did the same thing yesterday. Dad, gummit. Wrong line. Dang. Definitely not my best stage, but what can you do? Just taxed. I blew myself out. And that's my lines up. Let's just try to get out of this clean. Guess I take that off. Any words of wisdom here?
Nope. Send it.
Send it. Stage 5.
Thanks.
Standing boy. jumps. Lickety split.
Alright.
Get her. So ultimately, I got what I was looking for this weekend. I stayed on the bike consistently. I was pretty worn out. I did a crit race. I pre-rode. I did the enduro. I'm pretty maxed out at this point. I wasn't overly happy with some of my riding. I definitely feel like, you know, with a little more fitness, I could have pushed it on some of the hills that were in the enduro. And you know, when I went back and looked at the overall times from everybody in the enduro, I felt a little better. I felt like I was in the top tier of the times overall, and certainly hats off to Carson and Dan. They just absolutely crushed it. But I stayed on the bike. My fitness is building. I might try to do another enduro or two if there's an opportunity to. And I appreciate riding with these guys, and it was a great weekend and a success for me. Didn't crash, didn't go down, not hurt, and yeah, we'll just keep her going. That was alright.
Done, Dan. Dude, he finished almost right behind me.
Oh shit.
And I'm really starting to fade on the pedally bits. It's like I'm out of the saddle pushing, but my legs don't go. And Dan reeled me in. I lost him early. Did you see the guy with the drone?
Yeah.
I don't know if he followed any of us. He was behind me.
I couldn't have gone any faster, but or pedaling, but I could have been better technically riding.
And then I heard it fire up. And then I went around like 3 corners and I heard him flying behind me.
I went off one of those booters and it sounded like my bike was going to explode, so I just kind of stopped that.
Here, so we're really stoked to be here. So thank you, Standing Boy and CBA Sorba, for all the work that they do out here. It's really appreciative, so thank you so much. So we each ended up first place in our respective categories, which is great. Thanks, Dave, for an epic weekend. It's always fun to do a GoNuts race, and we're out of here. See y'all at the next one.
Just like that, so you're out of here.
Oh.